I love him more than a lot of Madrid goats. A lot of Madrid greatest players of all time. He's one of my favourite midfielders of all time. So seeing what he did today, it just brought a smile to my face, knowing what he can do. And I love the fact he's finally found an environment where he can flourish. And he's doing it. I saw some Madrid fans upset why he celebrated. Who can blame him? Why would you blame him? I mean, he doesn't know us anything. He loves Real Madrid. Every time he talks about Real Madrid, he always compliments Real Madrid and always says, you know what, I've loved my time there. We kicked him out. We thought he wasn't good enough. We said to him, you know what, my bro, just leave. We basically doubted him. We literally doubted him, and so many other clubs did the same thing. Seville did it as well. Only Betis actually trusted him, and look what he's doing. So I don't blame him for celebrating. The celebration means nothing to me. It doesn't mean he's insulting Real Madrid. It doesn't mean he hates Real Madrid. That's not the case. It's just, it comes down to the competition and just basically saying to Real Madrid, I told you, like, I'm still good enough. And we didn't think that a couple of years ago, but it doesn't matter really because we won 2 Champions League. Like I said, it doesn't matter. In terms of the player performances, I'm not going to give ratings because again, I think Thibaut was poor. I think he made an incredible save in that, with that corner towards the end of the first half. But I think the goal he could have done a little bit better. Second half, to be fair, no. I think Paul is very harsh on Thibaut. I'm gonna give Thibaut 7. I think I forgot his saves they made in the second half. I think he was incredible. Lucas Vazquez again. I mean, just positioning, he's not there. But again, I mean, at this point, I've managed my expectation with Lucas Vazquez. I'm not going to keep talking about Lucas Vazquez all over again. Going forward, he doesn't really provide anything. The cross he was making wasn't leading to anywhere. And the thing is with Lucas Vazquez is he doesn't do anything right. I don't mind. You don't. If you don't do anything wrong, that's okay. But if you don't do anything right, then what's the point of having you in the team? But he's the only options. I do think we've got so many other options. But Carlo thinks he's the only option, but not Fede. And I mean, listen, man. Listen, Rudiger was poor. So poor. So poor. The goal that we conceded, I don't know where he was. The first goal. The second goal, I don't know what you were doing trying to foul him. There was no communication. Alaba wasn't any better, to be fair. But the thing is with both of them, you kind of know that they are both not healthy. And I don't understand why they're still both playing when you clearly have a healthy centre-back on the bench who's been better than them. I don't understand the thought process behind it, honestly speaking. And I don't want to repeat it again, but I'm trying to find a reason. And I would love if you guys maybe have a reason behind it, or if you have a theory on why Raul didn't play. Again, don't tell me, well, maybe the last game against Real Sociedad impacted him mentally when they all told him, when they all abused him. Bro, that was 4 days ago. And I'm sure Raul doesn't strike me as that person that's gonna sit down and be emotional. But he doesn't strike me as that person, honestly speaking. If Carlo came out and said, yo, Raul wasn't feeling it mentally, and I think he was still hurt, and he was still not in the right headspace, then fair enough. But I'm sure that wasn't the case. So I don't want that as an excuse. I don't know why he wasn't playing. Mendy, I don't know, man. I don't know about Sir. Tchouaméni was disappointing. Tchouaméni, I really, for me, yeah. Again, if you guys been watching my content, off the move movement is so important to me. One of my biggest importance in football in any player is off the ball. And it doesn't have to be only off the ball in terms of in the final third or going forward or trying to create the movements in the final third. It's also defensively. How are you in terms of movement? How are you in terms of your awareness? Where are you in terms of positioning? Is your anticipation good? And for that second goal, it really annoyed me where Hernandez was literally next to him. Now, it wasn't like there was a massive gap between them and there was no way impossible for him to recover. He was literally in front of you by literally a small little yard. And I hated the fact that you did not tell yourself, all right, Alaba's not there, but that's fine. That's his mistake. Rudiger's not there. They both committed. Alaba and Rudiger already committed mistakes. Why am I going to commit another mistake and not track him? Why? You could clearly see him. Look at, there was a replay where you could clearly see him having his eyes on him and then literally went and ball watched it. And just forget all about his man. It really annoyed me because you should have the awareness between yourself that, you know what, that's not our centre-back. He's got a massive yard The ball's about to get to him. Why don't I not recover? And Modric as well. Modric, I think, second half, he was very careless with his passing in the second half. He lost the ball a couple times. And listen, I'm telling you right now, not a lot of players were good today. Brahim, beside the goal, that's nothing much he could have done. Like I said to you, bro, and the front trio, honestly speaking, I'm looking all of them. I don't know who. The worst thing about it, I'm not even about to say who was good. I don't know who was bad. I don't know which out of all three of them was worse. And that's how bad it is. That's why we lost. Because we can afford, and Real Madrid has had a lot of games where we were bad, but we won games. Because one of them played well. And if at least one of them play well, we can scrape a win. If two of them play well, we can have a comfortable win. If three of them play well, we can have the best performance of the season. Now it was against City. All three of them played well. The other games, two of them played well. Other games, only one of them played bad. Only one of them played good. But when all three of them are bad,